Project Key Code is a concept about the influence that communication devices have on digital interaction. More specifically, it concerns the way in which the keyboard can manipulate a dialogue between people that use a digital platform, like social media. Think of posting on Facebook, tweeting on Twitter, or updating your LinkedIn. The conventional way of filling in the data on these platforms is by use of a keyboard. As a result, this technology dictates certain aspects of these actions. A keyboard works quite simply as a set of buttons, being either switched on or off. And as a consequence, a letter is or isn't typed, and the words they construct either are or aren't there. It seems to us that this facilitates a certain lack of nuance in context, expression and intent within a dialogue. There are, however, symbols to substitute this nonverbal part of the conversation, like exclamation points, emojis, or the use of capital letters. But it does not seem to provide this unintended communication of emotional context that we see in a face-to-face conversation. With this we mean the hard-to-control nonverbal expression triggered by our feelings. We propose replacing the keyboard with a musical instrument. An instrument is designed for more nuance when thinking about composing music with chords. For example, the musical keyboard not only registers if a key is pressed, it also measures the way this is done to determine the sound it should make. The keys are pressure sensitive to mimic the way that a piano would function. An instrument also provides a possibility to make the rhythm of typing observable. So we will modify this device to couple chords, and so the corresponding key combinations, to letters and symbols used to communicate. The user now composes a message, by doing so, providing the data on the rhythm of the spelling, and the way of typing. All this information is then sent to the receiver on the other end, providing the literal message with a layer of emotional context conveyed by the sender. The form of the artwork resulting from Project Key Code would be an installation and a performance. A musician, in this case a pianist, will be performing by composing messages to send via a social media platform such as Facebook. The performer's participation will also be in the collaboration of developing the system to link letters to the chords. The setting where the installation of Project Key Code could be displayed can vary. For example, it could be a typical white cube space, other exhibition area or performance venue, but could also be presented in a theater setting. We would think the most important thing is that the performers have a genuine conversation with one another using their instruments. In this dialogue they can provoke each other to express an emotional response. We would think an interesting part of this project could be the location, or locations, where these performance installations could be placed. For instance, the two locations could be as far apart as possible. So the only means of communication is the platform they are provided to have a dialogue. Since we do not want to give the impression that this work is a critique on the use of social media for communication, the setting and location seem like important aspects to the content. We see subjects of social media as developments in society that can be seen as cultural shifts. However, we would state that within these shifts in culture in connection with technology, it's important to question, rethink and debate how these devices influence our perceptions.